Hi there, I hope everybody is well. We're going to check in and receive some divine messages. So I just ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light and love. We're going to do a little shuffle here. I was specifically guided to this deck, the Gateway of Light Activation. So there's a message here for our channel and for those it's meant to find. Alright. Whoops, let's do that again. There we go. Like knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Maybe you're someone who can knock on heaven's door. Lemurian seed codes, the divine matrix, soul star activation. Ooh, the emerald tablets. Wow. Temple of Truth. Throat chakra. Interesting how my throat chakra just got like cleared. Sword of light. What else? Wow. Solar light upgrade. Orion activation. Okay, keep going. All right. Karmic board clearing. Order of Melchizedek. Higher heart activation. This is so cool. Look at Anunnaki codes. How are we getting out of here? Inner Earth. Memories of Atlantis is the last card. What's the bottom of the deck? Inner Earth. It talks about the base chakra, the root chakra, strength, security, and laying foundations. It's so fascinating because it's like we're searching for something outside of ourselves. Like we see evidence of prior civilizations thinking that like what was completed or created there was from some sort of outside influence. But in reality, it was like us leaving footprints for us to find again. So many of you may resonate with leaving something for yourself to be found again. It's that essence of remembering. All right, we're going to get into some of this. So we're going to start off with the Lemurian seed codes. This talks about embracing your sensitivity. It talks about unique and being unique and embracing that and living with grace. The next one we have is the divine matrix and how everything is connected. And you're having multiple experiences at the same time. So there's synchronicities and there's God incidences. I also have a soul star activation. So this is us fulfilling our contracts as well as remembering who you are. All right. So you may have a lot of like things coming online now that you are beginning to remember. And it could relate to other existences. Emerald tablet activation. This talks about cosmic ordering as well as divine alchemy and conscious manifesting. Some of these we're going to be dipping into a little bit more in detail, so just hold on if you're like, what does that mean? I'm just going through the cards, and then we will go through what is the intentions here, what's the message here. Temple of Truth. This talks about a throat chakra, talks about authenticity and self-expression. We also have the Sword of Light. This talks about divine protection, cords cut, and breaking through energy. We also have solar light upgrades, solar plexus chakra. We have inner fire and willpower. We have Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. And this follows the solar light upgrade. So it's like entering a new threshold. Karmic board clearing, energy clearing, rewriting your story, and living your truth. Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, and don't give up. We have higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. And then we have memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. So one of the cards I'm going to be diving into is the solar light upgrade, because I feel like this is something that we're going to be experiencing. And this is really an upgrade to our solar plexus. It's found just above the belly button. It's in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, so our gut instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and our drive. This space can be described as like a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth, okay, that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes the infinite well of light. It also talks about this is a source of daily inspiration and tapping into ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower like increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities that we have today, right? That's beautiful. The next one I was called to look into was the karmic board clearing. So we're going to check that out. Let's see. So you may have heard of the references about a karmic board. So this talks about energetic clearing, rewriting your story, and living your truth. So the karmic board is a congregation of spiritual beings dedicated to implementing the law of cause and effects, which is what our planet is governed by in the higher realms. So they have the capacity to help us overcome any karmic blockages that are affecting us. We can call on them to bring healing into our energy field and to clear away any patterns that are standing in the way, specifically of our experience of love and the expression of our life's purpose. Karmic blockages are often misunderstood. Many people think that a blockage is a punishment for their bad choices or wrongful behavior, but it's not. Source is always on our side. It wants us to have a positive experience here on Earth, but it also honors our choices and experiences, and sometimes these result in karmic blockages. It's important to know that many of these blockages were actually created by innocent choices. For example, continually letting someone's bad behavior or mistreatment of us slide because we really wanted to see the good in them, or choosing not to let love in because there was a part of us that was scared of the unknown. So this is asking for you to tap in. If you are being overwhelmed by a traumatic memory or a painful event, know it's because this old energy is no longer serving you and that your spirit is calling for it to be released. Okay. I feel like it's time to let go of the old stories. Know that receiving assistance from the karmic board during kind of sleep or meditation is so that your light body can be cleared, okay, of these karmic blockages and stories. You can set intentions before you pray, meditate, and go to sleep that you would like to do work on your karmic blockages and to gain insight and guidance on how best to clear those. They're often resonating with the energy of fear, phobias, challenges, specifically with partners and other relationships. So this would be areas of focus. And then I also have when you feel like you're being misunderstood or mistreated. And this is also part of what's being released now so that you can move on to the next phase. So if there's a lot of things coming up for you at this time, it very much is for the sake of karmic release and healing. All right, we're going to talk next about Order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek, whose name means King of Righteousness, is the first high priest mentioned in the Bible, the one who initiated all the great teachers that followed him. He is mentioned in several Abrahamic texts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls and also the Kabbalist Zohar. He is the ancient gatekeeper of the light who is dedicated to helping all those walking the spiritual path to take the initiatory steps to align with the light. The best way to describe this being is a wizard. When you invoke him, you will feel the presence of a loving and angelic grandfather who wants to guide you to your greatness. The Order of Melchizedek, which was mentioned by Jesus in the New Testament, is a divine order of very high frequency light beings, angels and masters who are working together as an energetic force dedicated to lighting up, outshining all darkness, and bringing a greater balance of masculine and feminine energies to earth. Its members include Jesus Christ, okay, Archangel Michael, Archeia Faith, and Mother Mary. By connecting with these cosmic beings, we give permission for our energy to be upgraded by light and to light so that we can become an even greater vessel of purpose for the world. Wow, that's special, huh? I feel like you've learned so much and are now recognizing all these great lessons and experiences, especially challenges that have brought you to this point. The Order of Melchizedek is coming to you today to encourage you to continue on this pathway and not to give up, even in moments of darkness and fear. There is the opportunity for you to share your light. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's imperative for you to know you're not alone. Light is within you and within you. Okay, and you don't need to seek outside of yourself. By invoking spiritual support, you will be able to muster up the strength, courage, and focus you need to surmount whatever challenges you face. Beautiful. And then the last one they wanted me to read up on is the memories of Atlantis. All right, last but not least, memories of Atlantis. Legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, extremely psychic, and known for their ability to combine the laws of science and spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connection. Their disrespect for the earth and ocean caused a great cataclysm that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans, who had continued to live with spiritual integrity, had an awareness of what was to come and were able to achieve full ascension and move beyond the physical realm to that of light. They are now a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels and masters, work with those upon planet Earth who are following the ascension path in alignment with devotion and love. If that's you, leave a comment. If this card comes up for you and has a strong energy or seems familiar, it's a good chance that you are a former Atlantean who didn't honor your spiritual connection then. and are being given an opportunity to avoid making the same mistakes now. So how can you share what you've learned to create a better outcome? We certainly have learned a lot from our past experiences in other civilizations, and whatever we've learned, we're meant to apply now. I love that. Thank you so much for this beautiful message. I hope this finds who needs it, and I will see you in the next reading.